Hello everybody, I'm back again. I want to do a short video on my third results of my ethnicity on Ancestry DNA. I found out who my father is. My mom, my dad had PTSD, was in the Marines, was shot, so he was abusive to my mom. My mom took off. A lady that she worked for gave her money. She took back off to Paducah, moved to Washington, came back pregnant, thought she got pregnant in Washington. She did not. She got pregnant by her husband in West Virginia. Thank you, Jesus. So now I know who my mama is and my daddy. So with that all said and done, I am related to a whole lot of royalty on both lines. The House of Plantagenet, the Royal Sturts, of course, through my Lee lines. I'm related to Robert E. Lee, his third cousin, 8th time removed, and Nathan Bedford Forrest, his 4th cousin, 3rd time removed. If y'all didn't know that already. And I am a Melungeon, which means I am a Heinz 57 of everybody, and I absolutely love it. I'm not complaining. If you don't know what a Melungeon is, it was a triracial term for people from Appalachias. I'm Native American, African American, and European. And as y'all saw from my first video, I'm still a Norman Viking. Still got the Lee lines. Still got that in. That's a little bitty portion, just like my Italians, a little portion of me, which Roger won of Sicily. I got Sicilian Agrigento in my DNA. But anyways, without further ado, here's my DNA. And they've upgraded it. England, Wales, and Northwest Europe, 58%. Ireland and Scotland, 23%. Germanic Europe is new, which my dad and my mom both have German lines. And, of course, being Viking and also being royalty and have Spurs lines, everything else, I should have that in there. 4%. Sweden, 4%. Senegal, 4%. Africa, which is, they took my Mali away but kept my Senegal. I've got 3% Norway, 2% Finland, 1% France, and Spain. And that Spain, on my dad's lines, King Carlos I of Portugal was my 7th cousin, 1 time removed. Thought that was pretty cool. Had no clue about it. Wonder why I was DNA matching to a whole lot of Apaches too. But that's another story. But we're going to show you on here my Ancestry does not show my Native American lines. They only go to 5th generation, which means 5th great-grandfather, grandmother, cousin, aunts, uncles. They tell you that on there. My Native lines are 6th grade and further back. So I use the website that FBI uses and law enforcement because when I'm trying to find my cousins past 10th generation, 11th, 12th, cousins, and further, when I'm further in my tree, that's how I find them. And I do a one-to-many search, and if they use other sites like FTDNA or, 23andMe or what's that, National Geographic or any of those, you can match to them. And right there, Northeast Asian, Native American are normally considered what you would add up to get your Native American. I think someone said Oceanic counts, but I don't use that one. And this is my main one I like to use because it shows all 4 of them broke down into Mesoamerican, Native American, South American, and Arctic American Indian. So, and they have done two people have done research on my native lines already, so they've been proven. Here we go. One's Roberta Estes did one on my 6th great-grandfather, who was Cherokee, and then Donald Yates and them are currently working on one with my Shawnee lines through my Adkins, so, and they're all proving that with DNA, so that's perfect. There we go. And that shows you north. Even Austronesian is Australian Aboriginal. And then so is, like, the East, like, all the Arctic, North Siberian and stuff's considered, like, the Yakuts. Can't forget the Yakuts. And I am related to them. They're in my DNA and in my ancient. And it's kind of cool. I'm like, that's awesome. And I got a lot of Melungeon, me and Mom did, whenever I did my DNA. So, we got that. And, of course, Anzac won. But that's besides the point. I'm 52.4% Native American. When you count it all up. But it's pretty cool, And I've got all my native lines. And my 6th great-grandfather was William Joshua Old Jock Perkins, and he was known as a Melungeon. And that's on my mother's line. And then, of course, my dad's lines have Melungeons being from West Virginia. We got some Collins and other other Melungeon names that are starting to pop up as I do my tree. And I've got lots of DNA matches to everyone. Dials, Goins. Goins are part of my Perkins line. And, you know, etc. So, I mean, I think it's cool. I never knew what a Melungeon was. I was like, I learn something new every day. So I'm like, it explains why I'm into so much different stuff. I could never understand why I was like from the country, but I was into rap, and I'm a big Mariah Carey fan. I was only, you know, and she's triracial like me. Love it. And, we're a meringue, darling, which is what a Melungeon is. And that's French term for mixed, which I prefer Heinz 57 because I literally am a Heinz 57. I've got Asian, Australian Aboriginal, I've got Jew, I've got, what else do I got? I've even got Middle Eastern, Caucasus, I got like everybody in me. African, I got more African than most of the people running around screaming they're African American have got. Because a lot of them are native and don't even know it. You need to do your DNA, darlings. But anyways, that's besides the point. And of course, I've got royal lines. Royal, Sturt, and Plantagenet. So I'm excited about that. And that's just an update. So this is what a royal Melungeon looks like, darling. And they say we look swarthy. Hang on. I don't like that definition. I don't think I look swarthy, but I'm going to show y'all because they say, oh, they're swarthy with olive. I don't have olive skin and I'm not swarthy. This isn't swarthy. This is, okay, I got the curly hair, I admit. I got a big booty, but most of my Native Americans have that too. So, you know, and so I need to turn this alarm off. It's loud. But anyways, just a shout out to y'all that this is what a Melungeon looks like. I'm short. I look like everybody else. They say olive skin, but I have red skin. I even got vitiligo too. Sometimes my skin turns these like that little white patch. But as I got older, that's when that started coming about. And I do have a disease called mixed connective tissue disease. It is Norwegian, Asian, and African American disease. So, and that's part of my triracialism. So, just to let y'all know. And then I'm going to update this now.